Jim, what did you see from last night that you can take into Game 6?
Not that much different than what we saw from behind the bench. Whatever reason, we started slow. Maybe that's a little bit of nerves, right? Really liked our second and third period and parts of our overtime, but just communication on goals against needs to be higher. That's probably the biggest takeaway where we need to improve, and we need to improve at getting to the net. Like, we had a lot of shots, but not enough with either people at the net or taking the shots from good areas.
Is there an update on Krejci for Game 6?
Krejci's traveling with us, and he's got a couple more boxes to check before we can say he's a player.
Jim, how many chances do you think you had last night, Adam?
The grade A chances, which for me are the type that go in at 33% level when you total them all up, we only had 8 of them, you know. We had a lot of B chances, you know, probably another 12 of those, but they go in at, you know, less than a 17% level. So we got to get more grade A chances.
What did you see from Patrice last night being back?
I thought he helped build our team game like he always does at both ends of the ice. Obviously got the big goal for us. I thought he was very intelligent about how he utilized his ice, and like again, he helped us be better.
How would you evaluate how the group is kind of adjusted to, you know, playoff hockey?
Slowly would be my best answer. You know, like, we have played well in the majority of the series, but we've had more lulls than we have in the regular season, so to speak.
Now explain some of the turnovers too. Obviously, you have a couple costly ones there, mostly at home. What do you kind of point to?
A lot of times at home, because we love playing in front of our fans so much and we love the TD Garden, that we want to make them happy right away. Instead of building our team game, we try and get results right away. And a lot of times when you're forcing plays, the other team is forcing you into tough areas instead of just maybe moving it up the wall or putting it in on the forecheck. You try and go through the middle tape to tape, and they go the other way.
Yesterday you were talking about body language, and Jacob Lauko, the camera on him when he was in the penalty box, he just seemed so dejected after that goal was scored. Was there a conversation needed to be had? He's inexperienced in the playoffs about maybe not carrying the weight of that, what happened there.
I just told him that, you know, Laux, that's a tough call. Like, that, I thought it's 2 people fighting for a loose puck, you know? I said, so just pick your head up and be ready to go for us because you're going back out there.
Coach, have you had time to consider any lineup changes, and if so, do you want to reveal them?
Haven't had enough time. Like, I reviewed the game this morning at Warrior and haven't sat down with the staff yet, and we'll do that on the plane.
Okay.
Jim, you kind of talked yesterday about David Pastrnak. He's too good. Do you want to see him take more of a shot first mentality? It seemed like last night he was deferring maybe a little bit too much for such a gifted goal scorer.
Yeah, I mean, one, I really trust David's decision making, especially when he has the puck or when he's offensively without it, because I go to him a lot about what he sees in certain situations, and I learn through him. And so I really liked his habits without the puck yesterday. And I just know that when his habits without the puck are really good, he's going to get more opportunities. And I thought he had more opportunities yesterday to do things than in Game 4 in Florida, you know? So if he continues along that trend, it's just a matter of time. Like, in the playoffs, everything gets magnified, and he has 2 goals in 5 games. So I'm not a great mathematician, but it's that 40-goal pace. So he's 20-goal pace maybe behind, but it's a small sample size. He gets 2 next game, he's back at a 60-goal pace, right? And that's what we expect, and that's what he has shown for us, you know. And he's not only shown it this year, he's shown it for years.
Excuse me.
You've been sticking with Allmark, and you were pretty adamant about that last time. Would you consider making a change there?
We're gonna, you know, evaluate everything again. I have complete confidence in Allmark, and if we decide to go with Sway, I have complete confidence in him. Like, the luck we have is at every position we have players that can go in and get the job done.
Just comment on Charlie's minutes and special teams factored in.
McAvoy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a horse back there, and he doesn't need a lot of rest. He 20 seconds on the bench, and he's like a Clydesdale. You let him out of the barn again and let him go. And I thought he was very impactful. He had a lot. He was around the puck. He was making plays and doing real good things for us last night.
Has Linus given you what you wanted, in this series?
Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think goaltending's been an edge for us.
Obviously, the closeout game's the toughest. What are you expecting Game 6 from them and from your team?
Well, Florida's been really good in these last 2 games. That game 4 there, they came out hard last night. Again, they were the better team in the first period. And I expect them to keep doing what they've been doing, which is, playing aggressively, being physical, getting to our net. We need to put them on their heels. That's the mentality and the attitude that we need to have.
Jim, back to Charlie for a second on what turned into the winning goal, game-winning goal. He's deep down the slot there. He's attacking the net, if you will. Was that your message to the defenseman at that point? Move up.
You mean the overtime winner?
Yes.
Well, to me, when we have possession in the corner, they're supposed to find holes to get open.
Right.
And so he's down there, and there was just miscommunication there, and that's what I talk about between 63 and Zaka. Zaka thought he was going to hold the puck and he can go into the slot and get a better scoring chance, and I think Marchie was thinking he was just going to go to him right along the boards, right? And that's miscommunication there, miscommunication on the first goal, miscommunication behind the net on the OT winner, miscommunication on our second goal we gave up as well. The only one there wasn't was the power play goal they scored.
So is that a function of mental fatigue? Miscommunication?
Well, it's I don't know if it's mental fatigue more than it is for whatever reason, the 2 games we lost, those are the things that have killed us, and they're at home. To me, it's more of a mental thing of someone asked the question before, why, at home we're not making these gaffes on the road, right? We're simplifying there. So opportunity for us to get better because we might have a game 7, we might be having games 1 and 2, right, at home.
Jim, on that first goal, is